As you can see from the images on the screen, the Bauhaus movement was all about clean design, simple shapes and bold colours. But it wasn't just about creating artwork to hang on a wall. There was a real industrial side to it too, with a focus on making everyday items both practical and attractive. So, instead of creating another Bauhaus-inspired painting or collage, like I did in my last Bauhaus video, by the way, if you've not seen that one yet, I'll pop a link up in the top right for you now. I thought we'd go down a slightly different route this time. I've created my own fictional company, and today we're going to build a journal-style notebook inspired by the industrial design side of the Bauhaus movement. Along the way, I'll be using some of the principles I've designed to help create a notebook that looks like it might have come straight from the Bauhaus factory office back in the day. So, grab a brew, get comfortable, and let's get started. I thought it was quite funny that Bauhaus popped up on our Spin the Wheel just straight after doing a Bauhaus video on the other challenge. But I've gathered together some stuff and things. Bit of AMSR rattling for you there. I've got cereal packet. It was a large box. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold that in half to make the cover. And then we're going to wrap that cover in some good old Amazon wrapping paper, but I'm going to crunch it up even more and make it look quite old and leathery. So that's going to be part of our cover. I'm going to use some of these, which I've already sectioned out into little signatures, and they have something like old papers. We've got some tea-dyed papers. We've got more Amazon packing papers. We're going to use that maybe one or two of those inside the notebook as well. On top of that, I have again designed my own print pack over the weekend. Took a long time to design all these papers, guys. And we're doing it we've got the Bauhaus design elements, but we have made our own fictional company. And here it is. It's the Yorkshire Modern Design Works. This is going to be our front cover and our back cover, and in here we've got all sorts of different bits and pieces to use to make this little journal notebook style. And I think if we do it properly, or I do it properly, it's going to look very, very unique, one-off, and it'll look like it should be sat on a desk in a 1926 office of this building. So I'm going to cut up all my stuff now and get ready to get started. Okay, I had to do a quick apology. I thought I was recording when I made the cover, and for some reason it didn't record when I pressed the button, so the cover is actually done. Many apologies for not being able to show that on camera. What I did was I covered the cardboard, the cereal packet, with the Amazon paper, and I've put on our front factory, and I've put on our back factory. These were also mounted onto card, so it's making it a lot stiffer. I've tried to make it look really old as possible, and I'm deliberately left parts that are not glued on, so it looks like really, really old. I've done lots of inking as well. And on the inside, I have done something similar. And we've got some like graph paper at the back. I've also put a strip of paper down here from one of the faux washi tapes. Neaten that back part up, and I've cut out two of the big pockets. I've also went ahead and stuck onto card two of the tags that are going to fit into these pockets also. So that's how far I've got with it, guys. Again, many apologies. For somehow reason it did not record when I was doing this cover, but yeah, it's looking good. It's looking old, it's looking grungy, it's looking like it belonged on a desk in a dirty factory, and I love it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Day 2 of construction, and I've sorted out the signatures, and we're going to get them binded in today, and also we're going to have a look at how we're going to do a closure. I'm thinking of the old-fashioned circle closure that you tie around and kind of do that with. Well, let me quickly show you a couple of the signatures we've got ready. We're going to use this, and then we have some more of the papers that I've designed, and I believe this one is the employee record. I'll just take it out for you to have a quick look. Employee record on that side and the project folder on that side. So that goes in there next. we're going to be doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. We've got some like graph paper that I've designed as well with some technical drawings on the side. Got some of that Amazon packing paper, factory ledger, drafting office notebook. And the other one is very, very similar. So what we're going to do next is going to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. We've got 2 signatures and we're going to do that. If you've already know how to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, guys, and you don't want to watch this, please do feel free to skip ahead. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get a bit of scrap paper, fold it in half if you need to. If you don't, you don't. And then we're going to take our signature size and we're going to make sure it's the exact same size portrait ways. You might have to trim it off if your pages are shorter. Then you need to fold it in half, like so. And then open it up and fold the bottom half up to the line, like that. And the same again that side, like that. And that should give you 3 perfect, spaced out places to do the stitch holes, like that. So when we come to do our pamphlet stitch, in the middle, we just slip this inside, like so. We can use paper clips or bulldog clips to clip it down, and then we're going to slot it in here where we want that to be. I'm already going to actually put some holes in by using this as well. I've got an old tea towel that I use when I'm crafting to clean up messes. I'm just going to place it onto there. I'm going to, I think the middle, I've just put some temporary holes where I think the middle should be. I think I've got it about right. Little gap here, a little gap there. That should be perfect. So now I'm just going to do that. Where's the other one? Little bit of a stab. A little bit of a stab. And we're going to turn it over. And we're just going to go back through the spine. Give it a little bit of a jiggle. And then we're going to get ready to do the stitching. Now I'm going to look for some thread that is going to match the blue, the red, or this like goldy colour, or maybe a black. What I did find was this lovely, lovely like dark brown. It's not quite black. The camera might, YouTube might make it look black, but it's actually a really dark like factory brown, and it looks really, really nice. I've already got the first signature in. I'm going to do the second one with you. I've loaded up my very, very long needle. These come in a pack of 3 from Amazon, and they're absolutely awesome. Hello, Barkley. You're going to come up. If you're going to do it now before you start using needles. No? Hang on, guys. Cat needs attention. Okay. One of the biggest mistakes I make when I do this is I always get my signatures upside down, so I'm just going to double check that it's the right way up. It is. And what I'm going to do, again, if you want to put yours together with bulldog clips or whatever you can, I'm just going to wing it today. And we're going to gently get the brad and poke on a sidewards, not a down, but a sidewards, and it should slip nicely through that spine of the paper. A little bit of a push. Very, very nice. Now we have 3 holes here that should match our holes here. Now putting the second signature in is a little bit more difficult than the first one. That's why I've decided to do it with you. So, I also have arthritis in my hands, guys, so it's going to look a bit of a, like I'm struggling. I'm sure you guys will be able to do it better without arthritis. We're going to start with the middle hole, and we're going to go all the way through, and make sure we go through that middle hole there, to the back. And we're going to pull it through, and leave ourselves a long tail. Just like this. There we go. We're going to swizzle around our book, and we're going to look at the outside top hole. The book's upside down, so I'm going to go for the top hole now. We put it through. You see it's come, has it come through properly? No, of course it hasn't. That's our first signature, dear. Try that again. Through. Now we have to find our middle again. Sometimes it's easy to do it one page at a time as well, guys, so don't worry. It is a bit fiddly, especially when you've got dodgy fingers like mine. I'm trying to film it at the same time and show you guys how to do it. Sometimes it's just easier to do it one page at a time. Come on. Come on, fingers, you can do it. Nearly there. Where's that hole? There it is. We're going to pull that. Not too tight, guys. Not too tight. Just nice. Okay. Then we're going to come down to the bottom book, the bottom of the hole. Here. And we're going to go back through to the back. Come on. Fingers fading. I'm making it look really hard and difficult. But it's not really. Where's that hole? There it is. Can you see? Down there. Poke it through. Try and keep all the thread out of the way. So now we've got this, like here. We're going to go back round to the front of the book without poking yourself in the boob with a needle. If you have boobs. And we're going to go back through the... Hello, Barkley, please don't poke me, darling. Get your claws out of my shirt. I'm using needles. Ow. Hang on, guys. I'm getting attacked. Thousands of apologies, guys. But if you're a cat owner, if you're a cat mummy or daddy, you know what that is. They have the one claw. And when they want attention, that claw is going to find its way into a nice fleshy bit. And it bloody hurts. Right, where was we? Back through the middle. There we go. Back through the middle. Come on. For some reason, it doesn't want to go, this one. Come on. That's not going back through the middle, that. Come on. Stop messing me about. Back through the middle. And then back through our papers. Oh, nearly had it all the way through there, that one, didn't we? Do that one. And back through that one. I say other people make this look so easy. When you've got arthritis and you can't move your fingers, and it's not that easy. It can get a little bit fiddly. Okay, so when we get to this stage, it's gone through there. Damn, I didn't want it to go through there. Let me untangle this. Alrighty then, at least you know I'm genuine and I'm not one of these people that, you know, makes it look perfect and pretty and all that stuff. I'm a genuine person with genuine difficulties. Class is disabled. There we go. Nice, neat on the back. Bash the camera. Don't pull it that way, guys, because you're in danger of ripping things. If you pull it opposite, like that, with one at each side of the middle part, just give it a little tug opposite like that. That'll work a treat for you. Give it a couple of knots. Now, depending on how you like things, some people like a long dangle, some people don't like a big dangle at all. I'm going to keep mine about in line with the bottom of the book on this particular project. On other projects, I do like to keep it below the book and put little trinkets and what have you on there as well. So let's just go to our other signature and trim that down as well. Don't worry about the rest of the thread, guys, because I'm going to use it for tags and stuff and things, so it's not going to get wasted at all. Now then, what you'll find with your book is it's quite bouncy like this. That's because the pages need to be flattened out. So you're going to get yourself a boning knife or something similar, and you're just going to go in and situate the pages just down the spine like that. Give it a little bit of pressure, just like that. See, it's getting better already. I'm going to turn the page and we're going to do that all the way through, because as you... Okay, that's a lot better. It's hardly bouncing at all, but what I'll probably do is put it onto something heavy overnight once I finish doing other bits and pieces. The other thing I'm going to do, because we are making like a genuine looking oldie thing, is I'm just going to ink up here where those parts are a little bit more. I'm using like a copper colour. Just a little bit, because we did poke through some of the lighter coloured card when we did that, so now it looks generally older. I'm going to put a bit more on the ends as well, just to make it look shabby. Another thing I've done with the corners, guys, to make it look old, is I've just got the corner and I've just pressed with my finger, ragged up the corners of the book. So they look like generally old, used books, and I've just rubbed it in places. I think that's looking really, really nice. You let me know in the comments what you think so far. The next thing we're going to do is work on the closure. So I'm going to find some circular card. We'll have a look at doing that. Okie dokie, I've got the card, I've got my hole punch, and I'm just looking through these old-fashioned big brads we've got here. I don't think the new stuff's going to suit her. I've got like a clock, which is quite factory-like. That's definitely, I'm going to say, that's a little piggy. I've got an A. I don't think that's going to work. Okay, I've settled on these. That's a little one that says sales on it. I'm quite leaning towards either this one or the clock. I'm thinking for a factory we should go for the clock, guys. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the clock. And then we need to cut out some, at least a nice thick card for the back. We're going to go in here. Need a couple of those. One for the front. Like that. And I want a nice brown circle as well. Get in there. Put those to a side. Put those to a side. Somewhere safe so the cat doesn't get his claws on them. One at the back, one at the front, and then another one at the front. I'm going to go ahead now and just make these look dirty and old with some inking, and I'll get right back with you. Okay, these are all aged up now, and I've measured out here where I want the hole to go through the book. Again, we're on to our... I think it's gone through 2 layers, it certainly has. We've got the extra card from the pocket as well. That's going to be nice and strong. So we need to put one of these on the back, like so. And then the other 2 is going to go at the front. One here, one here. The brad will then go through both of those. So you've got 2 at the front, like this. And we're going to go through here. Press it right down. I'm going to smarten it up with another one. Press it right down. And then need to bend these. Ouch. They're quite sharp. Watch your fingers when you do that, guys. Bend it out. Nice and flat. That looks really nice. I'm just going to... This is the same as I've been using for the tags up here. I'm just going to measure it out and age it a little bit. So it's going to wrap around there. I might do 2 as a wrap round with a little bit extra. Cut that off. Nearly there. One more pass should do it. A quick way to do it, guys, is you just get your piece of string, get your pad, hold it down and just give it a quick pull across your pad. You are going to get messy. String will need to dry from the ink, but that's a lovely way of just very quickly aging up your thread. So you can see the difference now. It looks like it's old, very old and vintage. Lovely jubbly. Let's go and put sharp objects away before I book myself. And put that away. So what you do now, you'd grab one end and you're going to go between the 2 cardboard bits. Okay? Just between them in there. I like to jiggle it a little bit to get it going because it's quite stiff at the moment. It will get better for you guys as you use it. Come on, lift up a little bit. You can bend it, age it, vintage it up as well. Do 2 of those in there like that. So it's nice and secure. Leave the end hanging out. And then all people have to do now with the book is wrap around couple of times. I've gone probably the wrong way, and just use it as a closure like that. Simple, old-fashioned vintage closure. Nice. Looking very, very good. So now we're going to work on the insides and do a bit of tarting up on some of the pages. Okie dokie, we've got lots and lots of bits and pieces I've cut out from the print packs. We've got some, I've already made these tags like sample cards of concrete and brick, steel and glass. Oh, there's another one there of timber. We've got all sorts of little different prints going on here. And have a look at putting in. And I've cut up lots and lots of other parts from the print pack. This print pack, by the way, as usual, will be available on Patreon. And also, I'll be taking some of it out and making it as freebies for Facebook group as well. Now, I want to keep this notebook journal quite clean and tidy. I don't want to have it all fussy and stuff all over the place. We want some nice writing space in it too. So what I'm going to do is I'm thinking for the Amazon wrapping papers, I'm going to use some of the faux washi tape down the edges. We've got like rulers, we've got some brick, concrete, and we've got little bits and pieces that we can just add in here and there, like Modern Design Works. I've even got in here somewhere like designs of boxes, and I'm not sure what that one is. And we've got also, we have employee records as well. Not employee records. The employee little badges and things. Looking straight out of the 1920s. It looks absolutely awesome. So I'm going to go ahead now and just start to stick a few things here and there in the book and just bring it up a little bit. One of the little ideas I've come up with is on some of the pages I'm going to add something like this to the side. Like that. I'm going to glue that down fast. And then we're going to use something like this as a little belly band that goes across it, glued here and here, so that we can tuck little pieces of paper in it, like our little workers. And then maybe just grunge it up a little bit more. But all this needs inking and sticking down, so that's what I'm going to do next. Okie dokie, I'm aware that my video is getting a little bit long now, so I want to stop here with it and I'll finish off camera. I'll just give you a little flip through of what we've done so far. Excuse my voice. So we've done the front cover, we've got the signatures in, we've got our little closure, just a wrap around, which is quite an old-fashioned closure that people used to use. This is not historically correct, guys, but I've done my best to make it look, you know, like it was around at that era. We have some tags at the back, and here of the front inside pocket. I've also added another tag pocket here with a couple of things in there. I've done the same on the back as well. So you've got some extra tags in there and an extra little pocket just to put some little slips of paper in. What we have got also, as you saw me doing on camera there, is our little belly band with the writing. We've got another little one here to hold all our little tickets. Look kind of cute. I put some like pretend notes on as well, like it was somebody's notebook. I thought that was kind of cute. And I've done the same here, little to-do list. And fake writing at the bottom. We've got fake writing here, which says Bauhaus. I've got quite a substantial pocket on here. We've got some papers with some design of other chairs and furniture on. And a drafting office notes paper that's going into that one. I think that's all I've done for now. I will do the rest off camera, guys. There is a pack here as well of stuff. If whatever I do not use, I'm going to send along with the journal, because this one is going to go up onto eBay, I think, and it'll get sent with the journal, so whoever gets the journal can use it however they want to do so. So that's how we've done today, guys. We've made our fictional company, the Yorkshire Modern Design Works. We've made a very old, grungy, vintage notebook that looks like it could be sat on a desk within this company. And we've got lots and lots of printables and lovely stuff. I think it looks really, really nice. This is the industrial side of Bauhaus movement. Tell me, guys, in the comments on what you think. And while you're down there, please drop a thumbs up for me. I'd really, really appreciate that. And consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, as I'm trying to build my channel and it really, really would help. But for now, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Be crafting and take care.